Okay guys, we are back here with the Traxxas Supra, the Vortex Supra. So this is another part to the video where the gentleman has two cars he brought in, steal a little from one to do the other, build them both up. We already stole a power plant out of this one, which is the BL2S system, to put into the drift car. And now we have a little bit of a pile of goodies here. A couple aluminum bits, the VXL system that we're going to put into this. We're going to do some sway bars on it. Just again, basic bolt-on stuff, but it's something he wants us to do, and it's a service we can provide for him. And then we know it's all done right way, gear mesh is right, everything's going to be good to go. So let's get the body off and get started. Don't forget, when doing little pieces like this, like with the sway bars, there's a little set screw that's in there. When putting those set screws in, or any screw into metal for that matter, always want to make sure you use your thread lock. Just use a blue thread lock, that's what you want to use on this stuff. You don't want to use red. Red is really difficult to get off and is more permanent. Blue will keep the screw in place. So just a little friendly reminder on that. Sway bars are on. The rear. Front, you can see hiding in there a little bit. It's a little harder to see. That's on. Now as we reassemble this, put it back together, we have a green aluminum rear shock tower support and the rear hub carriers. So as we're reassembling, we're going to put those guys in and we'll show you what we got there, and then pretty much the rear should be completed at that point. Just a little comparison. The aluminum on, still stock one. Kind of see what the differences there look like. Okay, aluminum pieces are on. I think they look pretty good. It's a nice subtle change without going too crazy, going all aluminum and just going absolutely nuts. So I think that's actually a pretty cool setup. Now we're going to move on to this front brace. That's going to be done in green as well. That's going to be this guy here. And then after that, we're pretty much just to the VXL system and then getting it all set up for him. I'll be honest, I'm not usually a fan of aluminum parts, but on this car, just those couple subtle pieces. Here's the center brace put on there. It's going to stiffen it up nicely. So those aluminum parts, the sway bars, it's a nice little touch, I think. Now we're going to move on to the brushless. Actually, before the brushless system, I almost forgot. We are taking out the plastic gear servo. We want some metal gear servo in there. So we're going to put the servo in. Then we can move on to the brushless system. Okay, so we got the radio box steering servo assembly out of the car. And basically, it's just regular 2075. And we're going to replace it with the 2075X. Only difference is metal geared, a little bit stronger. He likes these servos. He runs these in a couple of his other cars that he has. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this in this assembly. All back in, set up, that works great. I start putting the ESC back in, and I've come to my first sort of snag, I guess, with this, where the difference from the BL2 versus the VXL. So basically, what I run into is the holes all line up for the ESC. However, the screws go in from the bottom because they're bevel cut, you know, so everything stays nice and flush. So with the bevel screw. And it does not thread into here. So these are usually designed where goes down through the ESC and mounts the chassis. So it's not a huge deal. I just need to get a little bit longer version of this screw. You can see that if I get it to focus here. but so that bevel screw there is what we need, but I need longer. And then we're just gonna basically get some lock nuts and we'll put on the top side here and she'll be golden. So let me go grab some hardware and we'll get that and I'll show you what it looks like. Simple fix, you can see just the lock nut on the top here. And the bottom is still nice and flush. That way when you're driving, you're not catching on anything and that thing's not going anywhere. So there you go. Motor and ESC all in. Everything's nice and clean. It's always important whenever you're doing a job, no matter what it is, whether it's just stock replacement or upgraded, keep your wiring clean. Make sure it's not pinched anywhere. That'll just save you a lot of headaches down the line of troubleshooting or issues from rubbing when you're driving, bashing, racing, whatever you're doing. Let's get the wheels and tires on her and get some power to it, give it a quick test. Unfortunately, with this being brand new, the customer did say he wants to be the one to really run it hard. So we're just gonna power it up, make sure everything's functional, and then we're gonna be able to release it over to him. Just gotta say that subtle aluminum, the sway bars, this is pretty nice. It's a little bit different with the Fortec for the Supra here, the BL2S, but looks nice, not too gaudy, not too overdone, enough to customize it. Now let's get that body unwrapped, make her complete. All right, all good to go. This thing is ready to go back to the customer. He's ready to rip, so he's gonna have this thing, which is gonna be hauling, and he's gonna have his drift car, which you saw maybe in a previous video. If you haven't, you know, take a look at the other videos where we took the BL2 system from this and did a few modifications on one of the Traxxas drift cars as well. All right, guys, thanks for watching this one. We'll see you in the next one.